it's wedding season. So we have a couple of things that we got to talk about today. So first off, Steph, Jax, there was a Insta story that appeared in my feed. Okay.
Oh.
And it was of one Jax Irwin wearing a dress, which I barely ever see you do.
My body wasn't a wonderland, and I was in a white wedding dress, yes.
How did it feel?
It felt exhilarating.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to get to chatting more about where we were and why, but we did go wedding dress shopping for Stephanie last week, and I got the bug. I got the dress bug when I was in there. The fabrics, the general environment got to me, and I tried on a dress and I felt free. I felt strong. I felt incredibly confused, and I felt powerful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A little power.
Stephanie also was like, whoa. And I was like, ah. And then I was like, ee. And then she was like, oh. And I can understand why like women love going wedding dress shopping with women.
What is it? What is it? Tell me what I'm missing.
The hype.
It's just like a dress up, and like you get to you literally feel like a princess.
I felt like a queen.
Yeah.
Like a queen who was finding her throne.
Now, Stephanie, to be fair here, you took Jax wedding dress shopping because you had gone with everybody else. And then you're like, I'm just going to do this because Jax is my friend and it'll just be the two of us. It'll be fun.
And
You've already found your dress, right?
I have found my dress.
Yeah.
Yes. I had asked. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. I had said, maybe I can come too. And then, so she took me on a random Wednesday morning, but I had so much fun and I felt included. So thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Stephanie, you're a good friend.
It felt more,
That's really sweet.
It felt more exclusive. Just Steph and I.
Nobody else, just us.
Now, in the video version of this podcast, we're going to have that video, are we not? Okay. Do we play it now or do we play it later?
I mean, we can play it now if you want to.
Yeah, we can do it.
I think
it's up to you.
Let's fire it up. Do you want to see our hot bods and dresses, Adam?
I absolutely want to see them.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, producer Steph is getting married and we're going wedding dress shopping. Girls' Day. Steph took us to Serge Givargine. We went to the showroom and met Larissa. She's the creative director and also a gem.
Stunning.
Stephanie immediately had a glow and looked very comfortable amongst the wedding fabrics. And then it was time.
You're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. Can we open it?
Stephanie! She looked breathtaking. Simply marvelous. The dress even had pockets and some diamondry.
Party girl! Okay, this one's saucy. This one says, I don't need a man, but I may marry one. Okay? Yeah.
Stephanie continued to try dresses on and looked like a small Italian queen every single time. She was breathtaking.
Okay, bride.
Steph. I like this one.
This is beautiful. I don't even know if I'm filming right because I'm just transfixed. This one's like a Disney princess.
She may be 5'1", but she felt like she was 7 feet of pure beauty. But who knows what she went with? We'll have to wait until the big day to find out.
Jax is about to try on a wedding dress. Let's see what happens.
Oh my God. Jax! Jax, you look so good.
What do you think? Oh, yeah.
You look amazing. Oh my God.
It was truly a blessed and bridal day. A 10 out of 10 girls' day out. See you next time.
First off, well done. Steph, I haven't seen Jax in a dress like ever, except for when she posts pictures of herself in high school and she's wearing like a goth dress.
Right.
Or something like that.
Don't call them goth dresses.
Well, it's all black. It's always all black. And then you've got like purple hair and you've got spacers in your ears.
What? They were.
It's not goth, it's emo.
They were just, it was the way I felt, okay? It was not a phase and it was the way I felt. And sometimes I wear dresses. Sometimes I wear that Raptors jersey as a dress.
Of course. Oh,
Yes.
your Raptors jersey.
Yeah.
True.
But
Is that your DeRozan jersey that goes down to your knees?
No, it's
the
a
one?
Drake jersey. When he
it's a
first became the
Drake
ambassador,
jersey, right.
an ex-girlfriend gave it to me and it says 416 on the back and his signature's on it. And every few years I think about selling it.
He signed it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you got to get that authenticated and get that framed.
I've been thinking.
Where are you using it?
I don't
You should
know.
put that on your wall.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like that's a real piece of memorabilia. I know there'd be a lot of people that would buy that for sure.
Can you help me with that?
Yeah, you could throw that on eBay. Just
But
put it
it's
on an
not in my
auction.
house. Don't rob me.
No, it's
Yeah.
in a bank vault.
What's that? Yeah.
It's in a bank. Actually, you know what? It's funny. You're not the only person I know with extremely valuable memorabilia.
It's not.
It is extremely valuable.
Adam,
Steve Dangle,
Yeah,
who is
put-
my friend from my other
give them
podcast,
another target.
Steve has a rookie card from a very famous hockey player that he got graded. So it's ultimate nerd stuff. You take it into the store. They have a look at the card. How is it cut? How does it look? Are there finger smudges on it? Are the corners round or whatever? Anyway, this got like a 10 out of 10 grading, like the best possible grading that like no cards get. So he had to put it in like a plastic container that's like screw down and then drop it at the bank. He's got a vault thing, one of those little vault things at the bank where he leaves it because it's worth so much he can't risk having it in his house, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's like, I didn't know that A, that was a thing. And B, that's also where my things are.
In the bank vault?
They're hidden in the vault. No, but you would have to be careful.
The
about
thing
those.
though, you have to get the Drake signature authenticated. You have to get it authenticated.
Is that what Steve did?
Well, he didn't have his signed. Signing a card actually devalues
No, but
the card.
he has signed stuff, I'm sure.
He has signed stuff, but signing a jersey is one thing. That makes the jersey more valuable. If you sign a hockey card or a basketball card or baseball card, it makes it less valuable.
I need to show you this later.
I know you do.
I should
at the bank.
Yeah,
where it definitely exists.
When we get it from the bank, because that's where it is
That's
kept.
where it is.
Maybe I should give it back to Heather.
At TDRBC
Yeah,
Timo?
yeah. I'm gonna give it back to my ex. I think make it her. Yeah,
It puts a target on your back,
make
doesn't
it her burden. Yeah, she was very kind. She was so kind.
All right, so
anyways.
back to the wedding stuff.
Yeah.
So I have sent, and you know, you're going to hear this and you're going to see this on the video. Okay, so Jax and Stephanie, I've dropped you guys a TikTok.
He's dropped us
I've dropped it in to
have
our
you?
little group chat.
in your polo.
And it has to do with I'm dressed up because my little girl has a choir recital after this, so I had to look nice.
You look very nice.
Thank you very much. And I want you guys to watch this, and I want you to tell me how much of this is true, because it is wedding season. June is specifically the wedding month, and I want you guys to watch. Check it out.
You're seriously not gonna attend my engagement party, bachelorette party, bridal luncheon, bridal shower, rehearsal dinner, welcome party, ceremony, and reception?
You're a terrible friend. I'm getting married. It is the most important thing that's happening in anybody's life, including yours. I noticed that you were wearing a white hair elastic to my bachelorette party. How will anybody be able to tell I'm the bride? What do you mean you can't take a month of PTO? It's my wedding.
Oh, you're not gonna spend $10,000 attending all of these events plus a gift? You're an awful person. I'm gonna have a lot of silent expectations for you that you will not be able to meet, and then I'm gonna gossip about you, resent you, and not be friends after this wedding, but I will still expect you to attend every event.
I gotta say something,
You didn't even watch that whole thing.
because I gotta say something. The people that get married at 28, 25, 26, 27, 28 have a very different experience than the people that get married at 35.
Oh, you're not kidding.
And I feel terrible for them.
Yeah.
Like the people who are 35, because they get shafted.
Married at 35, they're like, what?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Yeah. Do you,
At 28, they're like, okay, get ready to blow all the money you've saved. This year.
my first friend that got married, like my first really close friend that got married as a proper adult was Emma. And the amount of money that we spent on the bachelorette, like the wedding, like the this and that and the other thing, compared to like other weddings I've gone to in the past 10 years.
Well, compare it to your wedding. Like you didn't ask anybody. You just said, hey, everybody just show up at my house and here's a cheese board.
I felt weird. Yeah, I felt weird. I felt weird about even taking, like, people gave us gifts and gave us money and people were very generous about it, you guys included. And I felt weird about it. I didn't, like, Emma took me out for lunch for a bachelorette, but like she had to ask me about that. And like, I didn't have any expectations. But part of me thought, I should force my other friends to do things for me because I've done things for them.
Yep.
But I don't know. You don't give to receive, right?
Well, I mean, I think there is a little bit of back and forth with weddings. Is there not, Steph? Like, is that
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
right? Like
mean,
you're giving, so you expect it back.
Especially in the Italian culture.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
You know, all I
yes.
hear is, well, you should do this and you should do that because you've done this and you've done that. And I'm like, well, I don't want it to be because of that.
I had a small wedding and I'm not having kids. Like, how do I get my money back?
Ah,
That's,
a very good
Yeah.
question.
But also, that's not, because some would argue, well, it's your choice not to have kids. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you don't get the presents.
True.
Well, you know, it's funny because it was my second marriage.
Okay, how different were the presents?
There were no presents. And that's okay because we didn't have a big wedding.
And you also didn't ask for presents.
We didn't ask for presents,
You didn't
and
tell
we surprised
anybody.
everybody. We got married on our own. 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, we had a party at our house. We wanted to keep the costs low, that sort of thing. So I think part of the giving in a wedding is, you've thrown this big spectacular extravaganza and everybody's going to pay for their plate. And if it's Italian or Indian or whatever, there's like some version of a busta and that sort of thing.
That's the thing.
Right?
I had a cheese. I had catered cheese. Like nobody needs to give me $500.
But Natalie, like she went to all of her friends' bachelorette parties and stuff like that. And she just didn't do it. And it was also like she was 35 and everybody treats you a little bit differently at that level, right? And then
which isn't fair.
I don't know. I don't feel like she felt put out by that at all. She's like, please, I need to be in bed by 9.
No,
like,
but I think like, okay, so like
her sister did a ton and that sort of thing. It wasn't like that. But it's just, you got like your aunts sometimes in these weddings in your 20s. They're giving stuff. And it's like, it's different when you're 35 because you're kind of already established. I think.
Okay. How about this though? Like, let's say Stephanie and I are best friends. Stephanie gets married. Stephanie,
Are we not?
Imagine a crazy world that we're best friends. It's this world. You get married at 25 and I get married at 35. I go all out for you when you get married. I would like Stephanie would probably be like, I'm going to go all out for her when she gets married. That's how friendships would be. Right.
Yeah.
Like, but I wouldn't expect that. She would just know as a friend and vice versa, right? Like that's kind of girl code, I would assume, right?
Yeah, like a lot of my friends, I'm trying to plan a bachelorette right now, and I wasn't really going to do one, but a lot of my friends are like, no. Like,
yes,
we're
and
going
that's on them. Good.
because
Oh, that's cool.
I've got
Good.
just all of theirs, basically. And like, that's not why I'm doing it. It's also just an excuse for a little girls trip. But, they're all like, no. Like, we're going. I don't care. It's happening. Like, we want to celebrate you.
And by the way, they're right.
Yeah.
That you should, you need to. And I know you don't want to, or you might be hesitant to, you have to, because especially once the kids come, there are no girls and guys weekends anymore for a while.
That's the thing. They all have children.
They want to get the hell out of the house, I think is what's going on. Yeah.
I wish and I know my wedding is small, my marriage is not existent anymore. But I wish that, my friends pushed me a bit harder to have cause I didn't want to do anything for a bachelorette.
No, you got to do it next time.
I wish I'm not getting married.
You know what? That's my thing. I should have done that.
I wish that they pushed me on it, being like, no, you did it for you know what I mean? Like we're having a girls get together because at the end of the day, like my marriage didn't last, but my friendships do. And I would still have that to look back at,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah. So
Now, the other
and
thing-
your marriage will last and so will your
So
friendships.
the other thing I wanted to talk about with that video that I found was so interesting, and it's just such a difference between guys and girls when we talk, men and women, when we're talking about these sorts of things. Because guys, it's like, all right, we're going to the bachelor trip, and then it's like a couple of different things that you do, right? Some guys go to strip club. I never was into strip club, so we didn't go. We went to a hockey game in Montreal and a bunch of clubs and stuff like that, right? But it's kind of weird because you're engaged, so you're not at the club doing the things you normally do at the club.
Hang on, what do you do? Go get horny and go home with each other, boys? Like, what are you doing?
Well, that's what guys do. Like, it's like, oh, it's your last night of freedom. And then and people really people push the limit.
Yeah.
I just wasn't into that.
Yeah, let's go home and be upset that we can't do anything and look at each other. Like, whoa, that sounds like hell.
Yeah. I won't even say it. You know what I mean? And so, it's literally like going to a preteen dance. You know what I mean? Like you just go home all horned up and then you
Girls just do mushrooms on their bachelor trips. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No,
girls
that's
do
fun.
mushrooms. Yeah.
That's fun. Do that.
Stephanie gave me a soft nod. That is the thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I just like what is interesting though with the guys trip is like somebody goes, here's what we're doing. Everybody's like, okay. What I find with bachelorette parties is it's like, here's what we're doing. It's like, who's she to tell us?
Oh, it is a board of
There's
executive. There's an executive board, and there
is an executive board.
There is voting, and there's a business meeting, and there are tiers, and it is messy sometimes.
And usually, I think the sister gets the first dibs at top spot, right?
Depending on if
Well, it
she's a
depends.
traitor or not. Yeah.
Oh, she's a traitor.
But it depends. A lot of my friends don't have sisters.
Okay.
Which is why I've been a maid of honor so many times.
Right.
Because they
You're
don't
like
have
a
sisters.
sister.
I guess so, yeah. But yeah, there's a group chat. There's a lot of opinions, and that's like half the battle.
So how do you manage that as the maid of honor? Like, because that's
What do you do?
I've always been
Yeah.
curious about that. Like, how do you sift through?
I mean, it depends on your personality. Like, I'm very calmed,
That's why they choose you.
straightforward. Yeah, like it is what it is kind of thing. I've also been really lucky. Like, a lot of my friends got married during COVID, so there wasn't a lot that you could really do.
Oh, that's true.
So it was kind of a hit and miss. Like some we went away for, some we did here. But for the most part, like everybody was pretty on board and like there was collaboration, but it's just dealing with all the personalities and like
you need a co-chair.
So let's say it's an expensive thing that somebody wants to do. And a lot of people they'll just say, here's what we're doing because it's my wedding, regardless of what your income is. Like like one thing that we did, we went to Montreal for my bachelor party, but everybody could afford it. And it's a via trip, right? It was, we went on the train.
Yeah.
It was $100 each or something like that. It wasn't that expensive, right? Yeah. And we all split one Airbnb and there was like 8 of us. So it was like, you can imagine, it was super cheap.
I can smell
Sat
it. Yuck.
right at the back of the Bell Center. Oh, it stank in the condo once we were done. Yeah, for sure. So how do you deal with the guilt of the expectation? So in that video, she's like, well, what do you mean you're not going to spend this? What do you mean? Like, but it's my wedding. Like, how do you deal with that pull? Because we don't have that.
Well, what happens
have
is
you ever skipped one, is what I'm saying. Have you ever not gone to one that you were invited to?
No, I've gone and I have been in positions where I've been like, okay to do it. It's been tight sometimes. However, I know a lot of people because a lot of my friends are, from Nova Scotia, but were based at the time in Ontario, or they're from BC. Like a lot of people come from ways. And so a lot of people have to fly in. And I always feel bad for the people that have to fly in.
Yeah.
Because their budget has just gone way up. And the thing is what happens is nobody says anything. And then the resentment builds. And then your day 2 into 3 of the long weekend, you've had too much to drink and one of the girls is going off. You know what I mean?
What, usually?
Just how could you, you wanted me here? Well, I'm here. I paid, guess how much I paid you. And it just becomes, and I've seen it happen, and the shrooms have worn off and everyone is angry. Everybody is angry. But like, I also think that it's like, it is, I actually heard of a friend of a friend, like somebody who did a bachelorette last year, and they did like a destination bachelorette, and they were in a very different financial position than everyone else. They paid for everyone to come. They were like, you know what? If I want this to happen, or they paid for part of it. And they were like, I want this to be an experience, but this is like, it's not going to be nobody's going to remember your fucking bachelorette trip as good if no one's having a good time and they all resent you for making them come on this expensive trip.
Right.
And it's like, what are we celebrating? Like, your selfishness? Like, I don't know. Yeah. I haven't had a lot of friends who've done it to an extreme, but like bachelorettes become this like full identity, and weddings become this full identity for the person, and they crash. These women always crash after their wedding.
Right.
They always crash once they lose.
What's there to look forward to?
What is there to live for, Cheryl? What is there to live for anymore? And all of their friends hate them, and they're poor, and there's ruptures, and so 2 people had to start going to AA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always the case.
Yeah.
And I'm one of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you were the one of the 2. That's good. That's good that you took responsibility.
But yeah, guys, don't take bachelorettes so seriously. There's my rant.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to ask how you guys navigate that, because there's probably a lot of people, it's beginning of summer, people are starting to talk about that.
Be nicer to each other. And also tell your friends, if this is not, okay, can I say something?
Yeah, please.
If something is out of your budget, there's no shame around that. If you can't make it to a bachelorette or like a wedding themed event, that's okay. The economy is hard. Money is tight. Life goes on. You're all right. Tell your friend, do your thing.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
They might end up divorced anyway. It's like 50-50. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, honestly.
Then nobody cares.
Yeah.